we just gave you a incredible introduction. I don't want to
super not stereotypical English things were said.
I just want to say that we're a very welcoming show here at Round 4. We've had a Panamanian, we've had a person from the UK.
Canadian.
We've had a Canadian. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now we just got to get David on, and we'll just like get all.
And the Aussies. There's
couple Aussies. Yeah, got to get some Australians.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point too. Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I got back from seeing Sinners about half an hour ago.
Oh,
like I've been hearing people talk for a week, and I was like, "Oh, please don't overhype it." But it did not.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I think I'll have to see it.
It's definitely worth seeing in the theater. It is. I was gonna say I don't think it's for everyone, but I don't know if that's true because like I think it kind of is. Like it has really
What's
good.
It rated?
It's rated R, so it's not for
so
people.
It's not for people under 17.
Shut up. But like the horror elements, I was telling someone at work that was like they were wondering if their wife would like it, and she doesn't like horror. I said, yeah, it's got horror in it, but it's more like action oriented. Like the horror in it is definitely more serious than something like Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
But when the action actually starts like happening, it's not. I wasn't scared. No. It's very thrilling. I would almost call it a thriller more than a horror.
Yeah. Now they played the trailer for 28 years later, and that looks terrifying.
Oh, I am so excited for that. That is that's one of my
weird. And maybe you guys can help me understand women more, but
okay.
Well, Anna saw the trailer for Sinners and was like, I don't want to go see that. It looks scary. But is like she's playing in fandom now and is obsessed with horror icons.
Those movies aren't scary though.
I think they're pretty scary.
I can't explain that because in other competitions I sometimes pick horror because Jess watches a lot of horror.
It's weird. I don't get it.
That's like if I'm gonna watch film, like I know if there's a horror out that's what we'll go see.
Yeah, Maggie. I wouldn't say Maggie is that far. Like she likes it, and if there's something playing at the theater that is a horror movie that I know she would like, she will go and see it. But more often than not, I would say like 75% of the time, if I say, hey, there's this horror movie out, I think you would really like it. She's like, okay, great. I'll watch it at home once it comes out. I really want to get her to
the sanctity of my own abode.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like horror is so subjective at a certain point too. Like Joe, did you see Companion?
Yes.
So we talked about that on the show.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, I think that you're gonna go see that.
And Maggie and I just rewatched it, or I rewatched it, and she saw it for the first time. And I think on IMDb that probably has like a horror tag, but I don't think that movie's scary.
No.
By any means. And I told Nick on the show, like, I think you and Anna would love that movie.
Yeah, it's more thrillery than horror.
Yeah. But the ladies like horror, I guess. That's
weird. True crime things as well. Yeah, I don't think Anna listens to that. I've just heard that's a
I don't think Maggie does either, but I think that I like true crime.
Speaking of crime, true variety.
Ooh.
Joe, I have some questions for you.
Oh god.
First question. What's it like being stabbed?
I'm not Nicholas Angel. Unfortunately, I can't
first
answer that
question. You got it off the first question. If being stabbed was the most painful, Joe, what would you say is the second most painful thing? I have like 10 more questions.
The look on his. What was the second most painful? I've been in that pub.
That's cool.
Oh, really? That's sick.
Yeah. We had a couple of days away, and I was like, we're not far from the village where they filmed Hot Fuzz. Let's go.
That's
and
sick.
They've got like a framed stab vest signed by Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost on the wall. It's like, yeah, this is great. They really, I think they really embrace it over there, which is cool.
Yeah.
You're a big Edgar Wright guy, Joe, right?
Yeah.
Is Hot Fuzz your favorite of the trilogy?
And it has that personal thing, yeah, of just being a little like. For me, I was like, yeah. I mean, I think all three are great, but that one does stand out. And I rewatched it a couple of months ago, and I was like, I could put that on again right now.
Yeah,
that's when I rewatch every like couple of months. That's my favorite as well.
It's Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, but
See,
I did have a couple more rapid fire questions. Joe, have you ever fired 2 guns whilst jumping through the air? I would like honest answers, please.
On Call of Duty, yes.
Have you ever fired 1 gun whilst jumping through the air?
No.
Have you ever been in a high-speed pursuit?
Yes.
Okay, great. Have you ever fired a gun whilst in a high-speed pursuit?
I don't have a gun, so...
Okay.
That sort of erases a lot of the questions, but...
Have you ever seen Dirty Harry?
Yes.
Lethal Weapon?
No, never seen Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard?
No, not so. I don't even know what they are.
Bad Boys 2.
No.
You haven't seen Bad Boys 2? Okay, last question. Is it true that if there's a spot on the head that if you shoot it, it will explode?
I've not tested it. I've not tested the theory. No. There's a fun thing about Hot Fuzz I like to point out. You'll notice there's a bit where they're talking about his skills. And there's like his advanced cycling. There's 2 tower blocks in the background of that scene. Now go and watch the Sokovia scenes in Age of Ultron. Because they filmed Sokovia at the Hendon Police Training College in London.
That's cool.
We had emails specifically not to go to training college just because they were filming. Like I've stayed in those tower blocks, and I was like,
that was like when not nearly as close, but they shot the Suicide Squad in Panama. A lot of the ending stuff, and I remember when that was filming, and Nazario was like, "Fucking Starro." Yeah. They're shooting Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's weird watching the Sokovia scenes and going, "That's just North London."
That's fair.
I think they were shooting Top Gun Maverick at the airbase in Coronado in San Diego while I was living there. And so I recognize some scenes from there too.
The biggest one for us was at the time that they were filming Dark Knight, I was like an hour away from Chicago, and they filmed that there. Like the street where they do the big truck flip and everything. Like, yeah, I know where that. Like, I was very close to that.
The town I used to live in, they filmed. There's one scene in The Dark Knight Rises, which is Jim Gordon's hospital.
Oh,
like that's just down the corner from me. But also, Trevor Slattery's King Lear was the coast of Croydon. So,
I remember you telling me you're near Croydon.
I was waiting for that 5-pointer for so long. It's unbelievable.
Trevor Slattery.
I was saying, Joe, are you ever like offended by bad British impersonations?
Not really. I find them funny. They're always the same. No one ever goes regional. They always go posh. They never do like Birmingham or Liverpool or Manchester. It's always just south of England accents. So.